What a season finale for the Chicago Bulls. They lose 149-128 and lock up the ninth best odds in the draft lottery. Portland also gets the win, which is important for the Chicago Bulls. We'll talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, the Chicago Bulls season comes to a wrap. The 2025-26 season is now over officially for the Chicago Bulls after a 149-128 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. The Bulls finished the season 31-51 on the season, and with this loss, they have now officially locked in the ninth best odds in the draft lottery, which brings with them a 20.3% chance at a top 4 pick and a 4% chance at the number 1 overall pick. So that locks that in. The Portland Trail Blazers also get a win today, which locks them in for the 8th seed, which means in the play-in tournament, they have 2 chances to get 1 win. If they could win 1 game in the play-in, the Portland Trail Blazers go to the playoffs, and the Chicago Bulls get their pick, which is likely to be 15th overall. So everything that we needed to happen on day 1 happened. Now the Portland Trail Blazers got to go win 1 game over the next week in the Western Conference play-in tournament. We'll see if they can do that. But let's talk about this game. Lachlan Albright with a triple-double. An Australian had a triple-double. It wasn't Josh Giddey. It was the other Aussie. 10 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, only 1 turnover from Lachlan Albright today. It was good to see him hustle. Lachlan Albright, like I said, if he ever makes the NBA, actual NBA roster, it's going to be just because he's a tough son of a bitch. Like, Lachlan Albright is just tough, and he plays like a tough big man, a tough undersized big man is supposed to play, and I do appreciate seeing that. He only took 7 shots today and got 10 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists from him, which is really good. We were led in scoring, though, by Rob Dillingham, who had 25 points, going 11 of 18 from the field. Efficient night from him, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 turnovers, and 2 steals from Rob Dillingham today as his first partial season with the Chicago Bulls comes to end with a loss. Leonard Miller, 17 points, going 8 of 12 from the field, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block in this game as well. Patrick Williams scored 13 points with 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block from him. Colin Sexton with 19. Trey Jones, 6 points. He only played 19 minutes in this game. Mohamedou Gueye, Gueye, how you pronounce it, 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block from him. 13 points from Mac McClung. And that wraps it up for the Chicago Bulls season, man. No Miles Buzelis, no Josh Giddey in this game at all. Cooper Flagg only plays 10 minutes but have 10 points in those 10 minutes. There were plus 21 in the 10 minutes that he played. They had A.J. Johnson with 20 points, Tyler Smith with 20 points, I'm gonna kill his name. 28 points. He led all scorers today. But it really isn't about the game. It's about, what the implications are, right? Like, we already had one coach, and Doc Rivers is no longer going to be the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Now we got to see what happens with Billy Donovan. What happens tomorrow with Billy Donovan? We don't know if it's going to be officially announced tomorrow, but Billy Donovan will have his meeting with Bulls ownership tomorrow. And as far as I know, they have not officially scheduled the typical wrap-up press conference where they interview some players, and typically the front office. We don't have a front office right now, the head coach. So we'll see if that ends up happening over the next couple of days as well. But now we go into offseason where it's so much up in air about what could happen this offseason for the Chicago Bulls. Will they move on from Billy, or will Billy Donovan move on from them? Who are they going to hire? A report came out today that Matt Lloyd may be the front runner, which is a guy that I told you, former Bull. He was actually here for the last three-peat all the way up through the Jimmy Butler, draft. Then he moved on. So, that's a guy that, was here in Chicago a long time. Would not be surprised after, Michael and Jerry Reinsdorf went outside of the family to hire Arturas Karnisovas. They go with somebody that they're more familiar with. Wouldn't be surprised with that at all. So we just get ready to start our offseason program and what it looks like for the Chicago Bulls this offseason, what changes are going to come for the Chicago Bulls this offseason. Hopefully the right ones that are going to lead us to exactly where we need to go. But today we got everything that we needed out of today. Everything that we needed to happen is exactly what happened, and I'm not mad at that at all. So now we get to go and hope the lottery is going to look favorably upon us and that we get some good lottery odds and that we can get AJ DeBonsta, because I think that will completely change so much for this team. But we'll see. We'll see. We will win the lottery. Hey, from your mouth to God's ears, bro. They gave Lachlan the assist. Yes, they did. Lachlan got that extra assist, so he did finish with a triple-double. Now we pray Puntin Acme can land us a top 3 pick. Let's hope so. My guy Lachlan gets the triple-double. We made it through all 82. All 82 games, man. All 82 games. This was a rough one. This was a rough season this year with all the things that happened, all the players that got moved that, I had affinity for and stuff like that. And now we get to see what's going to happen next, man. In the wise words of Kenny Smith, let's go home. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Get hype, Haize. Our luck is changing. Listen, I won't say our luck is changing until it actually change. Because right now, ain't no luck changed at all. So let's get to the draft lottery. Let's see what happens there. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's fire. Nice game for Lachlan. Yeah, Lachlan had a very nice game. Very nice game. We are getting that Portland pick. Hey, from your mouth to God's ears, bro. That's what we do in Australia. Drink beer, eat Tim Tams, and get triple-double. Man, I haven't had no Tim Tams in like a year. I need to get some more. Troy sent me some. Those were fire. Is he going to eat? The Vegemite we're not eating no Vegemite on a tanking season. We're not going to do that. That's we'll get back to it next season. Will you be going live tomorrow after the Billy Donovan meeting? Well, it's not. It's not televised or anything. So if they announce what's happening with Billy, then yeah. I mean, the moment that they announce where the Billy's staying or going, I will go live shortly after that's announced. So that's up to them if they announce something. Damn right, Lockley is tough. He's South Australian. Shout out to y'all. Love seeing this confident Rob. Hey, listen. That's the one thing that you could say is that Rob Dillingham clearly worked on his confidence here with the Bulls. And now let's see what it does mean for his offseason and how he comes back next year. Because I'll tell you this. If Rob Dillingham looks like somebody who's ready to be the backup point guard, then the Bulls could trade Trey Jones and actually get something back because, reports are he does have some pretty good value around the league because of his contract. So, hey, if Rob Dillingham is ready, great. Let him show it. Let him show it in training camp next year. Let him prepare, this offseason. The Advocate Center is one of the most high-tech facilities in all of the NBA. The Bulls, say what you will about ownership being cheap, but the Advocate Center, they got some shit in there. So, he's going to get to work out in the Advocate Center all summer if he wants to stay in Chicago and then hit the ground running for the offseason. We'll see what happens there. Giddey, Peterson, Modest, Miller, and Jalen Smith starting roster would be nice next year. First of all, there's almost zero chance Leonard Miller is starting, and Jalen Smith is not starting at the 5 next year. So, but with that said, I mean, listen, I'd more so rather have AJ DeBonsta, but I'm not going to be mad if it is Darren Peterson either. Billy respectively just leaves, save Michael Reinsdorf from himself. We'll see. Billy said he ain't meeting with them until after tomorrow. Okay, so after tomorrow. All right, well, I guess we'll see. It was moved a few. Ooh, I wonder what that means. I wonder what that means that it's moved a few days back. I wonder if that's good news or bad news for Billy Donovan staying. We'll see. We'll see. Billy said he's meeting with the players tomorrow and later on in the week meeting with ownership. Good, good. Hopefully I don't give Portland bad luck. I'm going to be there rooting for them. Oh, shit. You going to be there rooting for them? God damn it. Adam Silver, freeze the envelope. Give us top 4. That's hilarious. Need Darren Peterson next to Giddey and Modest, please. Adam Silver. Y'all, I'd rather AJ DeBonsta. Like, that's who I want on this team. AJ, to me, has the mindset, the mentality of a number 1. That's just my personal opinion. Hopefully Michael Reinsdorf cleans all slate, makes a lot smarter decisions. Well, he's not going to. We are like, why are y'all still hoping that Michael Reinsdorf has told y'all what he's going to do? If Billy wants to be here, Billy's going to be here. So Michael Reinsdorf isn't firing Billy Donovan. Kind of sad there's not going to be any more post-game shows, man. I appreciate being able to talk with everyone about my favorite team. Well, the thing is, make sure you hit that notification bell because we're still going to be live a lot during the offseason. Anytime news drops, we're going to be live. So the Billy Donovan news, we're going to be live. We're going to be live for the draft lottery. We're going to be live for the draft. We're going to be live for the opening of free agency. We're going to be live anytime any moves happen. So it's still going to be a lot of lives. It's not going to be as frequent, like, of course, 3 to 4 times a week we're live for games. It's not going to be that frequent, but we're still going to have a lot of live streams. And those know we do our crisis hotlines in the offseason too. So what's good, Drip? I'm not a body language expert, but the writing's on the wall, in my opinion. You could tell Billy looks defeated and checked out on the sideline. That doesn't mean he's going to leave. I think the end of the season has been taxing on everybody. Like, players look their body language looked like they were checked out because it's tanking. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think that means that Billy's going to leave. Heinz Steinbach would be a steal at 15. If he falls to 15, yeah, I like Jaden Quintessence if we at 15, but we'll see. Man, what a season. I want to say thank you, Haize, for still making content about this frustrating team. Now let's get that first overall pick. Hey, listen, let's get it done. Let's get it done. And you don't have to thank me for that. Listen, I thank y'all for rocking with me. Like, this season has been taxing. It's been stressful. I wouldn't have minded or been mad at any of y'all for checking out. I would not have been mad at all. I say Darren Peterson because he's a better defender and off-ball player, same level of player as AJ, and a better fit in the system. I don't agree with that. I think AJ is a better fit in the system because I think you need an isolation scorer. I think AJ has more legit size. I think he's a more fluid scorer. And while he's not the defender that Darren Peterson is, he does give effort defensively, and I can see AJ DeBonsa turning into a decent defender. So, it is what it is. And I'm not knocking you. I mean, hey, everybody has their favorite. DeBonsa's my favorite out of the top 4. Darren Peterson's yours. Some people's Caleb Wilson. So we'll see. Bulls lose. Portland wins. Important night for the Bulls. Hey, everything happened. Everything happened. Found your channel after that one Bulls game. After that one game, Bulls beat Denver earlier this season during the one bad losing streak. Been turning in since and will continue to do so. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in and staying rocking with us after you found us, man. That's what it's all about. That's what we do this for. Bull season is over, but it's not over, Haize. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to your thoughts on Bulls off-season moves. Well, we're going to get right started on it because we're going to start draft content tomorrow, like legitimately. So I'm going to do tomorrow, I'll just do the top 4 players in the draft, and I'll talk about their positives and negatives potentially on this Bulls team. I found some very concerning trends about Cam Boozer that aligns with Michael Beasley. That worry me a little bit, but we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So we'll break that all down. But it's not just negatives, positives, negatives, everything in regards to that. That's where we're going to start it off with, and we'll see where we take it from there. Kendrick Perkins and Kendall Gill have both claimed a cuff has the number 1 overall pick. They gave their reasons. Do you, Haize, see any reason the cuff to be mentioned better than Peterson? No. They're not the only ones to see that. I've seen some other people say that as well, but they're not the only ones to say that. I just don't agree with that at all. Now, I do think that a cuff could be the first pick out of the top 4, like number 5. I think he can go that high. I definitely think that's a possibility. So we'll see. Man, I would Caleb Wilson. Oh, if you're at 4, yeah, Caleb Wilson. I wouldn't hate Caleb Wilson here at all either. First of all, thank you, Haize. Who the fuck is Haize? No, I appreciate you, BT, talking. We appreciate you, man. You're going to have to be Blazers Central for the next couple. No, I'm not nothing else Central. So, no, I'm not doing no Blazers games. I'm not covering no Blazers game. I'm not live streaming no Blazers game. I'm not doing none of that shit. None of that shit. Bulls need Boozer perfect to make us not look soft. Oh, yeah, I doubt that. Boozer's pretty soft. Haize is a fool. Tibbs should be head coach and Billy should be GM. Yeah, that sounds real smart. Like, I get it that your name is WWE ringside guy, but like, stop fantasy booking dumb shit. Like, don't fantasy book like Vince McMahon towards the end there. That's just bad, bro. That's just bad. And Bulls fans have to stop looking in the past for our future. Stop that. Tibbs is gone. Did you see what happened with him coaching in New York? Not to say that it was a complete failure, but you can tell that that's a guy who doesn't really like coaching passes people up. Stop living in the past. That's foolish. That's stupid. Thinking that your future's in your past. You got to stop that dumb shit. Orange Soda says, Haize, I appreciate you commentating on the Bulls season, even though I've been completely checked out. Oh, listen, I'm a Bulls fan through and through. Like, I'm not a temporary Bulls fan. I'm not a fair weather Bulls fan. I've been a Bulls fan all 39 years of my life on this planet, and that's never going to change. So, it is what it is. No lie, you and Pat are the co-MVPs for the Bulls this year. P.S. I think Gonzaga head coach will be perfect for the Bulls. We'll see. My favorite place to get Chicago Bulls news. Appreciate that. Haize, thanks for being a good steward, tour guide, and therapist for another season. This should be a fun offseason. Looking forward for the convo with Lester. Shout out to Lester, new profile pic. I almost didn't know you were there, Lester. I mean, listen, we're going to have fun with it. And that's the thing. We always are going to have fun with it. Every offseason, we're going to have fun. No matter what happens, we're going to have tons and tons of fun. So we're going to cover it like only we can do, and that's going to be it. Gueye looked good as a lob threat. We should keep him and let him bulk up this summer. Okay. AJ DeBonta would be crazy. Let's hope and pray for number one. See, AJ, Modest, and Noah Lineup will run the league in a few years. Haha. Hopefully, we can only dream. I mean, listen, Noah Essingay got to prove that he can be that. We'll see. It's crazy how the season started like it was going to be a turning point for the Bulls franchise. It seemed like that, but that's why it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Haize, you don't know what triggered is. Like, I calmly told you that you're a dumbass. That's not being triggered. You need to learn what words mean. That shows that you're more triggered and honestly just plain out retarded, to be 100% honest with you. And so Joe Cali, so you don't have a thought of your own. So Joe Cali said it and that's law to you. So you're worshiping another man. And if you trust Joe more than me, then that's just you being a fucking idiot. Like, I don't know what to say on that one. Go to Joe's podcast. Maybe he can get more than 500 views on a channel with 100K on it. If you actually believe that, maybe he would get more views and not literally be at the bottom of the barrel of podcast views because nobody really listens to Joe Cali. That's all I can tell you on that one. Like, your boy's struggling to get anybody to look at him. If he's preaching the gospel, ain't nobody listening. I can tell you that much because that motherfucker's podcast is doing terrible numbers. Terrible. I'm talking about week 1 of Chicago Bulls Central numbers are better than Joe Cali, who's been writing on the Bulls almost longer than I've been alive and is on a channel with 100K subscribers and can't get over 500 views. Yeah. But Joe knows it. Yeah, go ahead. Go rock with Joe. Let me know how that works with you. Man, can't wait for this offseason. Hoping we can get good news on the GM and Billy leaving soon. Well, I mean, I didn't watch. Of course, I was live, so I didn't watch the press conference where they said Billy's going to meet with the players tomorrow, and then the meeting's going to happen in a couple of days, which makes me think the season-ending presser is probably not going to happen maybe until more so the middle to end of next week. So we'll see what's going to happen with that one. Burry's going to be the best pick at number 9. I wouldn't mind that. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Tibbs couldn't win in New York. What do you think he'll do for us in Chicago? I mean, that's not necessarily how it always works, right? Because you can't win in one situation. Roster construction, all that makes a difference, but I guess we shall see. I just tapped in and Haize already G-checking folk in the chat. You know how it goes. Haize, who could you see the Bulls realistically drafting with our pick and the Blazers pick? Listen, that's what we gonna cover in the offseason. It's not that we ain't gotta answer that right now. We're gonna cover all that in the offseason. I got a whole offseason of draft content to get to. Bulls need to find their Ben Johnson. Anyone who has coached the Bulls in the past is not an option. We'll see. if you can pick an NCAA coach, listen, y'all asking me off-season content. I'm not getting into this shit. We don't even know if Billy – I'm not going to think on who can replace. We don't even have an open vacant position right now, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. But the season is over. That wraps it up for the Chicago Bulls, y'all. We're going to see what continues to happen for this team this offseason. We're going to cover it like nobody else can or does, so make sure you guys any chance? No, Yaxel. I think Yaxel and what he did in the NCAA tournament, there's zero chance he's there at number 15. Yaxel's going to probably be a top 10 pick. But love you guys. Go Bulls. Make sure you guys follow the channel at Bull Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270. Would you stop looking for attention? You can't try to knock me for my brother. Do you realize that Pat's kids are my godchildren? Like, that's literally my brother. That's never going to be. Stop trying to. You can't even offend somebody, right? You're trying to search for something to get somebody on, and you can't even do that right. Like, get your life together, my boy. Like, it's bad enough your mama birthed an idiot. Now you sitting here just jobbing out for your mama looking like a dumbass, bro. Like, come on, know better and you do better. It's bad enough, bro, that you in here looking like an idiot. You just got done talking about Joe Cali like you some fucking simp and beta male, and now you talking about Pat the designer. My brother is that's great. If he's better than me, cool. We both still running this shit. You can't. I'm not insecure. Like, you can't bother me with that. Go sit your ass down, my boy. You look like your woman gets train ran on her while you sit in the corner and drink lukewarm coffee. Your coffee can't even be warm. But your woman's warm from getting spit roasted by two black men. That's what you mad at, huh? All right, love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.